So what we've got done now is torqued up everything. Calipers back on. Pinch bolts are all torqued. Handlebars are torqued. So everything is all torqued back in. Note to everybody else, make sure that when you are doing this, that you reinstall the fork boots before you put the forks in. I went and stuck it all back together yesterday and then realized that I didn't put the fork boots on. So anyways, had to pull everything off and put the boots back on. So here we are, ready to go with the headlight brackets. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to install the brackets on each side and we'll go from there. One thing I will say about these brackets, I'm really impressed with the quality of them. They seem to be really well made, actually. Hopefully, time will tell. But yeah, hopefully they'll be good and durable. I'll put a link as well to these brackets in the description below. Just pick them up from one of those Chinese suppliers online. Now the thing about these brackets, because the triangle that holds the headlight is not fixed, it allows you to adjust the distance the headlight sticks out from the forks by either going up or down, as I'll show you here in a second. And also you can choose to put the signal lights either lower, like I'm going to do, or on the upper one, of course. Now once everything is all set up and I've determined where I'm going to put the headlight and want it to be mounted permanently, of course, or not semi-permanently, I suppose, I will use some blue Loctite on everything just to ensure that it sticks together. So I'm just going to do the other side and we'll be right back. Alright, so I've got both brackets on. They're just loose right now, temporary, until I figure out exactly where or how I want them. But basically, maybe like that. So what I'm going to do now is put mount the two signal lights into the brackets here. I'll just show you what I've done here is I've cut the ends off of the stock signals and then crimped on these two bullet connectors so that these will connect on the inside of the headlight and be able to connect the signal lights up like so. That way they're still removable, and yeah, that would be a little sort of mod that I did. So right now we're just going to mount this in here. Get it there temporary, at least until we figure out how we're going to do it. Then, of course, the wire, just feed it into the headlight bucket, and once the headlight's mounted, we'll get that all straightened out and organized on the inside.
this into the headlight bucket. I gotta say, whoever in India or the UK or whoever designed these to have all the wiring stashed into there, I'm not quite understanding their logic, but anyways, now I will have to use a couple spacers between the bracket and the headlight bucket, which I've got to get. I'll be using in a second here. Well, just sort of mocking this up right now, and just to see how it's going to be. Actually, I should just get the spacers and then come back and show you how this is all going to be, but for a temporary measure to see how this is going to sit. And so that okay, so we got the front fender off here, and this is the fork brace. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to buff it up with Scotch-Brite, throw a coat of primer on it, and then paint it black. I'd rather it be black and sort of blend in with the whole front end than stand out like this. It's a nice piece, and some guys I've seen have polished it up, and they do. It's just cast aluminum, so it will polish up if you want to do it. But yeah, I just decided that gonna black it out and see how that goes. Just a coat of primer. That dry, and come back and give it another 1 or 2 coats, and let's drop it back on. Okay, so had a problem with the connection on that left-hand signal, so I replaced the connection on that one, tucked all the wiring back up, and so what we have now is there's our right, left. You notice they click very fast right now, so what I've got for that is I picked up a flasher. I'll put the link down below. It's only a few bucks, but it's an electronic solid state flasher. So this guy here, come on around here. This is the flasher unit right in here. It's a 2-pin flasher. So what I'm going to do is disconnect it. Take this one out. Put this one in. It's always a heck of a lot better if I can see. So I'm just going to tuck this one up, and there's a little rubber holder for it. Try and look it. In there. Come on. There we go. Okay. So that's the flasher, the electronic flasher. Stick that in there, plug her back in. Now, a little more steady. There we go. Perfect. Now we'll get the headlight back in and show you when it's all together. So the headlight goes in at the top here, like so, and then pushes in. Oops. Screws in at the bottom. or some red Loctite if you really want to make sure it's permanent, but blue Loctite is just sufficient. All right. Okay, let's. So, right hand, left hand. Currently, I still haven't got the tail lights done. Parts are just coming in now. So, next video up, we're going to put on the Motone Customs tail light and some signal lights as well. Once again, thanks everybody for watching, subscribing to our channel. If you want to see what it's like in India for travelers, I'd suggest you guys maybe check out some of our other videos. We traveled just before COVID hit, so if you're considering going to India, I highly recommend checking out our other videos, Lost Together Forever. Other than that, stay tuned. Like I say, we've got the tail light, finish that project off. That'll be our next video, and hope to see you guys soon. Thanks again for liking and subscribing. And, just noticed during editing that it was a bit dark in the garage, so I didn't really get to show you guys the finished product as much as I was hoping to, but wheeled it outside here so you can have a better look. See, it seems to really tidy up the front end. Looks good. Try and dig up a before and an after. I guess you can just have a look at your own bike if that's all. Anyways, thanks again, guys.